All right, shalom, shalom. First things first, I'm going to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Akarpadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Bashem Akarpadash. We give double honors to our apostle elders, which are apostle elders a great millstone, and to the elect on the four corners of the planet Earth, the hopeful elect that's pushing, fight, and maintain. We're in the time of the end, 2020. The year of prophecy is popping, man. Fish grease like. We gonna jump right into it. This is I seen this. This is the original video. This video right here. If you see that violence is erupting in Brazil after a black man is beaten to death outside a supermarket. So the plight of Jake. That's how you know these curses are on us everywhere. You know. So it's not just happening in Babylon. What's the coincidences? Let's say if it was just the American, because Esau's democracy is went everywhere. So it breeds that type of atmosphere. You know that democracy is a Trojan horse to pretty much oppress Jake when you, you know what I'm saying? Because through these countries where it's at and where Jake's at, by the way, the curses, and especially where democracy is in play, these things take place, man. You know, these things are they're just like a disease, a symptom. They're a symptom of a disease. All right, and that's the disease of racism, which is really stems from the curses of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that's put on his people. So that's a way to spot the people of Yahweh Shem Yahushai if they're going through these types of situations and plight. Because the Lord promised that he would curse his people. You know, him that he loveth, he chastised, you know. So especially his chosen people, he's putting them on that tight, confined position of being in the curses right now, man. So I'm going to play this just to show you how Jake is getting down over there. Like I said, this is in Brazil. They're going crazy, and this is November the 21st. So it's intensified, but this video just hit the point a little more. So I'm gonna play this, and then I'm gonna go into a few more videos because I want to touch on the uproars of the people. This is because that's in Matthew 24, and that's a part of prophecy. That's a heavy part of prophecy, and it's now intensifying. 2021, you would think pandemics, people are locked down and confined, so-called social distancing, but protests are still going on in the same time as a pandemic. So people are at the same time worrying about a pandemic, but then putting it on the back burner also. Okay, so let's go ahead and play these videos, and then I'm gonna go through some more uh, video clips that I found. See, because you got darker Jakes over in those countries that are getting mistreated by the lighter Latin tribes. So even amongst us as people, even amongst Israel, they're squabbling. You know, it says following the death of a black man who was beaten by a supermarket security guard. So just like if you go over there in these countries, if you have that more Negroid features, because Judah, at the end of the day, Judah is the head tribe. All right, but all of the tribes are have some sort of pigment. All right, different shades of brown. That's why it says in the scriptures that which says my inheritance is speckled bird. All right, so I'll pull that up after this video so we can go through that. See, footage shows Juan Alberto Silveira Ferretias, they ain't got a long name, being punched in the face. So you see him, he's like a darker Jake, and then these lighter security guards are beating on him. They beat him to death right outside of the supermarket. See, they're going in the grocery stores, they're doing the same thing they're doing over here. So this is being pushed to the world right now. This whole, because it's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, but these elites are pushing these things too. You know, because this is an agenda on a worldwide scale. They want to create chaos. They're using Jake and their Jake's pain to create chaos and instability to scare the ones that are the higher class, so-called, to see, oh, these people are problems, and we got to get on top of it. So this is all ordo ab chaos, but it stems from what? The prophecies of the Bible, which would take place in these times before the coming of Yahweh Shai, man. If you read Matthew 24, Mark 13 and 8, these are the scriptures that are setting the tone of how, and we would know the times that we're in. So you're seeing they're going in right now, man. So let me read to you this, because these are Israelites that are fighting amongst Israelites, all right? Because it's not just Eve fighting Jake, it's Jake fighting Jake, man. That's going to be a heavy thing in these times also too. But this is the scripture I called earlier. This is Jeremiah 12 and 9. And it reads, it says, my heritage is unto me as a speckled bird, all right? The bird round about are against her. And you see what? These nations are against you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But you also got 2/3 that are going to be raising hell too. They're going to be on the wild, because you see, even if you see some of the people that are coming up in power that are supposed to be leaders, they're against this truth. They're against the actual uplifting of Jake. They want to put Jake back in a sleep state. Like you got like Lupo Fiasco that wants to tell you to take the vaccine and take the chip, or take the so-called vaccine, and these rappers and these celebrities, they're really against this truth, and they're against their own people. They hate themselves. Okay, these guys that sold out to the Illuminati and sold out to the establishment, they really do hate themselves. You hate yourself, man. You hate yourself so much in that state that you did anything you could to get away from the curses, which was just the Lord putting a signet on you. You rather go through the curses of Yahweh Shem Shai as his people than to go through as these nations, because we still have hope. Because the Lord said that he will remember his mercies, because he said he promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob an inheritance. So he's not going to falter on that. But he said he did promise us that we would be dealt with accordingly to that law. Okay, if we did break it. So he has to fulfill those words, and he also has to fulfill the words and the promise that he gave unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Because he said Abraham was his friend. So the father is not a man that he should lie, man. Okay, so let's jump into some of these other. I'll read this one more time, and then I'll jump into some of these. So Jeremiah 12 and 9, it says, mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come to devour. And that's talking about these nations, all right? So let's jump into some of these other videos. So what I did, I just went to YouTube and I just hit protest around the world, right? And then I filtered it to this week. And look at all the chaos around the world in 8 minutes. There's protests in different parts of the country. Let me see if I can't. I think they put it in the description how many different countries are and what's going on. But if we look here on this video, you see protests. Let me turn this up. Hold on.
Once again, as part of a several-day strike. Thursday's mobilization saw members of Colombian rural and peasant movements taking part in large numbers. They're demanding an end to the exploitation. Since Ivan Duque took office in August 2018,
More
to visit an illegal Israeli settlement.
More. You got protests that's steady going on, man. Protests, strikes, racial protests. You got women protests. You got tear gas fires at Paris protests. So you got You got in the Colombian world protests right now. The whole world is in uproar. You can't tell me that this is not Matthew 24 that says, what if the world, if it already be kindled? So there's already going to be things on the earth when Yahushua comes. It says tear gas fired at Paris protest against police violence. Next one, Mexican protest against violence against women. And look, these women getting down, man. These crazy ass, look at the spirit that's out here, man. You got women running around with hammers. You'll see her, look, there's a whole demonic spirit coming out here, man. That's jumping on these people. She running around here with a hammer protesting against violence. That's an oxymoron. You out there with violence, but you want to stop violence. That don't add up. That don't add up. But that's the mindset. That's them believing in the so-called false cause, man.
Protesters took to
the
streets.
Watch, you'll see her. There she go, right there. Look what she's swinging. She's swinging a hammer with a halter top on, talking about women need justice and no more violence against women. You showing violence. You reap what you sow, man. You might have so-called come out of violence, but look, you in a halter top. You're not in a sweater. You in a halter top with a hammer on, with a hammer in your hand, swinging it at people.
Combination of violence against women. Mexican women marched to the government palace and clashed with riot police.
Look, these are women acting as violent.
Protesters demand the authorities to do more to stop femicide in the country. This is one of the women who joined the demonstration.
They have done nothing. Every day women are killed. Every day they kill 11 women and 9 girls. How they want us to believe in Mexico.
Bugged out. Bugged out. That's why I says give me anything but the plague of the heart, man. These people are being plagued out here because none of them listened to the Lord when he called, man. He called out here because the Lord knew that there was going to be a spirit, that there was going to be spirits let loose on these people. And you had to get the hedge around you, man. That's why I said set a mark upon the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done thereof. Why was that mark set upon those men? Lord willing, I could try to go into another lesson on that. You know, but the mark is being set on those men because that mark was excluding them from the rush of demonic activity that's getting ready to be put on this planet Earth, man. That is on the planet Earth. You know, that's forcing these people to go with they don't have no kind of answers. They're just going off of their emotions and protesting this. So the elites are easily controlling these people by having situations happen, using the media to pump it, using their groups, their associations. So it's all set up, man.
The government.
So she bugged out, man. But let's go back to the lesson. But look at all these other protests. Thailand, anti-government protests. Police leaders, Thailand king. Thailand, French, I already said that. The Thai. New York, protest burn mask in New York. So people are uproar. Babylon stay uproar. See, these people, they're being put in the ringer, man. Chaos in Paris. See, they still you got people protesting for George Floyd still, man. Look, around the world. So you seen the world that's looking because now the Lord has set the stage. He said he's gonna give us fame in the land where we will put to shame, man. But people used to not care what happened to Jake. Now people care so much they willing to protest and risk their lives to so-called stand for the plight of Jake, man. So the Lord is turning things around, man. And then now the world's looking at Esau in the way that he's doing as a bigot, man. So the Lord is doing this, man. He's having them. That's why it says they shall seek to please the poor. Who's the poor? You Israelites. So they're seeking to try to do some kind of, because they know what's happening to us has been wrong. But now all of a sudden they want to speak up. Come on, man.
I want you.
We ain't gonna play all that. I don't want to get no strikes. So you see protests, UK police arrest. So it's UK. We done went to UK, Paris, Argentina, Colombia. You got the stuff going on in Azerbaijan and let me see here. Just all everywhere, man. All over the planet Earth right now. London, Spain, Iran. And that's just protest. Now let's look at violence. I typed in worldwide unrest. Look what came up. Unrest in Guatemala, unrest in Belarus. You got over there in Ethiopia, 200,000 Ethiopians flee into Sudan. Excuse me. It's popping on the four corners of the planet Earth. You cannot tell me this ain't that time, man. All right, this is Mark. This is Mark 13 and 8. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrow. So these have been happening for many years. So we've been beyond the beginning. These have been happening for the past 4 or 5 years very intensely. But 2020 has been jam-packed. So we've been beyond the so-called the point of this thing being at all-time high. We've been in here. We've been on protest. We've been on protest, man. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 9 and verse 3. It's 2nd Ezra 9 and verse 3. And it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars in the world, see? And there's uproars of the people. So like, yeah, I didn't read that correctly. Let me read that one more time. This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 3, and it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, all right? In the world, it didn't say in a certain spot in the world, just like I just showed you. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So this is how we know that we're dealing with our power, man, because we've been told of uproars in the microchip, World War III, way before any of this started taking place. All right, verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So it's being manifest. That's what you see, the 2020, the year of prophecy. And it flew by, man. It flew by. In a few months, we gonna be in the new year, man. It's like the year just zoomed by, man. The word manifest means clear or observed to the eye or mind. So you're clearly going to understand. Manifest means you clearly understand what's going on. Just like now. The end has been manifest through the prophecies, through the scriptures that these things would take place. We know the reason why this is taking place. Somebody that's outside the circle wouldn't know, man, why is the world in such an uproar? But if they were locked in the spirit, you would know that what? We in the time of Matthew 24, Mark 13 and 8. These are the things that we in 2nd Ezra 9 and 3. All these are the priests. These are the knowledge and wisdom that is making us stable in these times. We're not worried about what's going on because we've been knowing it's coming. We've been warned. We've been geared. We've been conditioned for the battle, man. You see these COVID protests, Donald Trump protests, man. It's beautiful. You couldn't ask for any more instability in the world because this is for us to get up out of here, man. Because the Lord is making an example, and I'm gonna show you examples in the scriptures where He's done it before. This is 2nd Chronicles 15 and 6. It says, "And nation was destroyed of nation, and city of city." Let me go to 5. And in those times there was no peace to him that went out, nor to him that came in. So these are the times the Lord did it back then in the Chronicles. So what you think He's doing now? Same type of thing. And in those times there were no peace to him that went out, nor to him that came in. but great vexation were upon all the inhabitants of the countries. And nation was destroyed of nation and city of city. For Yahweh did vex them with all adversity. So the Lord doing this, man. So he's putting these nations in uproar to fulfill his will, man, because the world is wicked right now and it needs to be checked, man. All right. So Lord willing, this is edifying, and with that, I want to give all honor and praise unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Kakadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Hashem Kakadash. Shalom, Makim. Till the next time, keep faith, keep fighting, and maintain, man. Shalom.